Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2026 Honors Convocation. My name is Rylee Frager. I serve the student body as the Student Government Association President, and it's my privilege to offer the invocation this afternoon. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. And I invite you to join me in an attitude of prayer. God, we are grateful to be here with our Builder family to celebrate the Southwestern College's 141st academic year. We are grateful for your love. Your guiding hand has been over us throughout the year, throughout all of our work, and we ask that you continue to be with each of us in all that lies ahead. As we acknowledge how far we've come, we pray for our continued learning and growth. We pray that the work of our minds and hands might bring honor and glory to your name. May the success we find always be a reflection of your goodness. I pray that you guide and protect the faculty, staff, administrators, and trustees who lead our college. And be with the students of Southwestern College, Lord. Help us seek beauty and find joy in service to our neighbors. I pray for the safety and happiness of my friends and classmates. I ask that you also continue to be with the class of 2026 as they leave the comfort of this campus. Help them carry what they've learned out into the world. Help us be light where it is needed most. May you always strengthen us and keep us. It's in your name we pray. Amen. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. Let's do that one more time, my friends. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's a great day to be a builder, isn't it? Right, seniors? It's a great day to be a builder? Okay. If you can't tell, this is my favorite time of the year. And it's an exciting time for us at Southwestern College. What exciting time for you, our students and graduates. Approaching finals and the year end, I'm guessing you might be feeling just a little bit overwhelmed by it all today. Is that fair? Just a little bit overwhelmed? I want to remind you of two things. We're here for you. Your faculty and staff are here to help you through it all. And in some ways, more importantly, you are more capable than you know, and you have this. You got this. I have full confidence in you. So this is our 141st year. What incredible traditions we share as builders. Today I welcome you, students, our graduates, faculty, who are right behind you, staff, coaches, community members, trustees, family who are here and who are viewing online as we gather to celebrate the academic achievements as part of the 2026 Honors Convocation. Honors Convocation marks the beginning of the commencement season here at Southwestern College as part of the traditions of our graduates and our faculty climb those 77 steps. On that note, have you caught your breath yet? Climbing those stairs can be humbling, but there is truth in that climb. When you get to the top of those 77 steps, you enter the college by walking through the 4 pillars, which have deep meaning. Seniors, what do those 4 pillars stand for? There are 4 of them. What? Courage, yep, that's one of them. Knowledge, hope, freedom. Woo! You got them, good, okay, good. It was kind of a quiz, by the way, right? I mean, excuse me, I'm a retired academic dean. I like to ask questions. Okay. So even when it's hard, and even when you might be a little bit out of breath, I pray that you always keep climbing to those ideals. Just as those pillars stand, you also stand for knowledge, hope, courage, and freedom. May you always be builders in all the ways. As we celebrate your academic achievements today, we celebrate the mission of our college. We recognize your good work and we're reminded of the importance of higher education. Each of you graduates have developed new ideas and friendships. I can see you all. And you can do more than your past self could. Since we gathered for opening convocation in August, you have built, with the help of your amazing faculty and staff, greater possibility for your future self. I hope you have confidence and belief in yourself, like I do. And so, the 141st academic year is almost over, but the days ahead are not easy ones. We've all still got a lot of work to do, right? Yes, agreement? A lot of work to do. This is not the time, my friends, to phone it in. You might be a little out of breath, but it's time to find your second wind. Give your best effort on your finals, study, get some rest, stay hydrated, be good to yourself and be good to your friends. And importantly, try to have some fun, an appropriate amount of fun, I'm going to note, and what a privilege this is to have shared a home on this hill, in this special place, and it's ours to care for and to share. So please, take a few moments. I know you're busy, and maybe right now is not a good time to tell you this, but take a few minutes to recognize that this is a gift to be grateful for. Your faculty, staff, coaches, alumni, your president, and your family, your trustees, we're all so proud of what you've put in, and we're excited to see what you do. With that in mind, I invite you to take note of the names of students who have earned the top grade point averages listed in the Dean's Honor Roll in your program. Of course, you can find those names on the website as well. It is during this ceremony that we also take a moment to celebrate students for achievements such as participation in academic programs and campus leadership. To all of you, the students we honor today, congratulations. Keep up the good work, builders. To our faculty and staff, thank you. What a gift you are to our college and to these precious students. Thank you for putting in the work. Thank you for helping our students discover and dream. You make the world a better place every day as you teach and mentor these amazing young people. Students, someday you will reflect on your experience at Southwestern College. You will talk about the faculty, many of them here today, right behind you, who helped you along the way in so many ways, of the coaches, program directors, financial aid directors, student count directors, and all the friends who cared for you, and your family who supported you. Don't take any of these people for granted. And let me give you a little pro tip. Share your gratitude now, share it often, share it always. You really cannot be overly grateful. Be grateful for the people in your world. Grateful people are the happiest people. So, soak it all in the next 24 days, I hear? 24 days? 24 days. Soak it all in, be grateful, take care of one another. We're proud of you, we love you. And I'm gonna say this out on behalf of your faculty. Study for your finals, end strong, and we love you, you know that. So now I'm going to invite to the podium for the first time ever in her new role, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the Faculty, Dr. Tammy McEwen.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Greetings to all board members, faculty, students, staff, the entire Builder family. I am beyond excited to be here with you today, and I'm beyond excited to present to you the students who have distinguished themselves with special honors today. You may have noticed the two students in distinctive robes who led our graduation candidates in today. They serve as our junior marshals. These two students have distinguished themselves as our top full-time students with junior status, having the highest cumulative grade point averages of all juniors in main campus programs. Please join me in recognizing these outstanding scholars as they stand and receive our applause. Claire Norton and Jackson Meadows. Those students listed in your program as members of the Dean's Honor Roll are those that have at least one semester with a grade point average of 3.7 or higher, while earning 12 credit hours or more. You will see their names printed in our program on page 2. Please join me in offering our applause as they stand. You know who you are? Stand up. Dean's Honor Roll, stand up. Yeah. Our Phi Theta Kappa scholars have distinguished themselves as earning and maintaining a cumulative grade point average of 3.2 or higher. They are listed on page 1 of the program. Please join me in offering our applause as they stand. Phi Theta Kappa. Additionally, you will see campus student leadership and various academic organization participants and recognitions on page 3 and other pages of the program. Knowledge, hope, courage, and freedom, as President Liz reminded us, are the pillars that should guide our pursuits. That's the Builder way. It takes courage and it takes commitment. The students we honor here today demonstrate strong commitment to their academic attainment, to their organizations, and their activities. They work hard. These are young people of character, and President Liz is right. They make us extremely proud. Because of their efforts, they distinguish themselves, and you will note that in the program today. Students who are leaders, who serve our college community in their academic and co-curricular areas with excellence. At this time, I ask that all of our students in the audience stand. Graduating seniors, all other students here, stand up. Come on, stand up. Stand up. Yeah. Stay standing for a minute. You have to stay up for a minute. As true builders, you play a role in defining the culture of our community on this campus every day. And you get out of it what you put into it. When you go to class ready and engaged, when you care for your roommate who's having a hard time, when you present research at conferences, when you volunteer for community organizations or clean up the downtown, or volunteer to be a mentor to local youth. I asked all of you to stand because whether or not your name is printed in this program today, whether you are a graduating senior or a freshman finishing your first year at college, you all make a difference here because you all belong here, because you all make us proud, because you are builders. And I thank you. Okay, you may sit down. At this time, it is my privilege to invite forward Dr. Scott Hecht, the chair of our Board of Trustees, and President Liz Frombgen for the conferral of an honorary degree.
So you know we do things a little bit differently around here. So today we are doing something that I don't think we've ever done at Honors Convocation before, at least not that anybody can remember. But we wanted to do it today and not during the formal commencement ceremonies in 24 days, but because we wanted our students who are not graduating and will soon be rushing off to summer internships and jobs to be here for this moment. Kathy McEwen, who most of you know lovingly as has been an important member of our builder family for more than 30 years. Actually, I think it's more like 35 years. During these many, many, many decades, she has cared for and befriended countless students, faculty, and staff. And she has worked hard in the dining hall to nourish all of us. And as some of you probably have surmised from her accent, she grew up in Long Island, New York, where she attended Smith Lane Elementary, Green Meadow Junior High, and Commack South High School in the town of Commack, New York. Growing up with an Italian father, who we've learned was an awesome cook, and her mother, who she is very particular about Italian food and, well, food in general. When her dad retired from his career, they moved here in 1985 because Lou, her brother, had been here since his college days beginning in 1972. She got a job in the dining hall in 1991. She and her parents moved to Las Vegas for a very short stint, but moved back to Winfield in 1995, and she returned to work on campus in the CAF in 1996. Miss Kathy has truly been a fixture in the CAF, as students call it. She always takes that extra time to get to know students, ask their names, ask about their days, to remember what they do or don't like on their sandwiches, and she does the same thing for presidents, by the way. She doesn't forget a face, and that attention matters. It's the little things she's done all these years that have made such a difference in the lives of our students. Would you agree? Yes. Say it one more time. Yes. Yes. Well, she could just do the job. She's done so much more for our campus community. Her co-workers say she is the heart of the kitchen. I would argue she's the heart of the campus. Her colleagues share that Miss Kathy has a notebook where she keeps notes of all the things that happen at work every day. I wonder what she'll write about today. I bet she has enough for a very entertaining book. In the comments, her colleagues, they also highlighted her love of Southwestern and her loyalty to our students. Misty was one of Kathy's longtime co-workers and friends and says, quote, she will do anything and everything she can to help make anyone who comes in the dining facility happy and comfortable. She learns all the students' names and faces and gives them the gift of comfort, especially to students who are missing home. She knows all their wants, likes, dislikes, and needs. Many who have worked in the dining hall have tried to emulate her, but nobody can do it like Miss Kathy does, right? She truly cares about the students, the faculty, and staff, and sees everyone on this campus as her family. Another colleague, Kim, shared, quote, I wouldn't be where I am today if she wasn't there to coach me. The number of people that she has touched over the years is mind-blowing. If I tell someone that I work in the cafeteria at Southwestern College, the first question is Miss Kathy still there? To which she answers enthusiastically, yes. Miss Kathy, your care continues to be a gift. I am sure that you single-handedly have made a positive impact on our retention rate throughout the years because you care so deeply for our precious students. You make sure they're fed, you offer them comfort, you make this place a little more like home. Would you agree? Yes. Miss Kathy, you are a builder. Today, we make this official as you join the class of 2026. With gratitude, our Board of Trustees wishes to bestow upon you an honorary degree. At this time, Dr. Scott Heck, board Chair, will come forward and do the official degree conferral because I cannot do that. So, but I get to give her the degree. You ready?
President Liz, please present the candidate for the degree.
We're going to come right here. Are you good here? Okay.
By the power vested in me, by the Board of Trustees, and by their action, I confer upon you, Kathy Mignon, the degree of Bachelor of Arts, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. There's going to be another round of applause, because this time it'll be official. Friends, please join me in congratulating our fellow mound builder and a member of the class of 2026, Ms. Kathy Mignon, on this achievement.
Ms. Kathy would like to say a few words of gratitude. So Ms. Kathy, they're all yours.
Bear with me, I'm not good at speaking. I want to thank President Liz, faculty, and the Board of Trustees for giving me this honor. I also want to thank Kim, my boss, Adam, our chef, my friend Tanner, and my co-workers. Kane, Logan, Jesse, Norma, and Vivian, and Brad, for all their help and support. And with their help and support, I get to keep on doing what I love to do, taking care of the students and all of you. So thank you for this honor. Thank you so much.
So it is my belief this is what makes Southwestern College so special. So thank you all. We are deeply grateful for her continued care for our students, for her faculty and staff, for her coworkers, for her president. Thank you. So she's a builder through and through, has been for 35 plus years. And I think will be for another many, well, always actually. I'll just stop there. So it is now my joy to invite to perform for us Irish Blessing, SC Singers. You're in for a real treat. Thank you, that was absolutely wonderful. Let's give them one more round of applause, shall we? Please join me in welcoming back a veteran to this event. He probably thought erroneously, that when he retired, he would avoid this podium. But alas, we got him back. You know, I have to tell you, it's really, really good to be president. I get a lot of what I want, and I wanted Dr. Campbell to come back and talk to us today. So he said yes when I asked him. Dr. J.K. Campbell retired somewhat. I don't know what you call it. I'm going to say somewhat. Okay, that feels right to you? Okay. Does Jane agree with that? She does. Okay, good. He retired somewhat, kind of, in December 2025. He continues to serve our college in a part-time institutional advancement role, helping to advance Southwestern College. Prior to retiring, Dr. Campbell served Southwestern as a Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the Faculty. During his 7.5-year tenure at Southwestern, he also served as the Education Division Chair and was an Associate Professor of Education. He is a former public school administrator and teacher, taking his first teaching position in Winfield and serving in public education for 31 years, largely in Cali County. Prior to coming to Southwestern, he served as the USD 465 Winfield Superintendent of Schools for 7 years and has developed an expertise in school leadership, business and operations, and an especial love in early childhood education. During his tenure in the district administration, he served on the executive board of the Kansas Association of School Business Officials and is a past president of that organization. He received a doctorate in educational leadership, a master of educational administration and supervision, and a bachelor of arts in elementary education from Wichita State University, along with a master of science in environmental studies from Friends University. And in retirement, well, sort of retirement, he is enjoying spending much time with his wife, children, and grandchildren, and his dog. We forgot the dog, Katie, and his dog. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Campbell back to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me back to Southwestern to be part of this moment that really honors our students. Incredible accomplishments in academics, in performances, be it on the stage or in the athletic arena. Congratulations to you all, and congratulations to the faculty. You know I love you. The faculty and staff who've continued to learn and grow professionally while giving 110% back to the college here at SC. Miss Kathy, congratulations to you. You're really an example for all of us, and I appreciate you a lot. I love Southwestern College. It means so much to me to be asked to be back on campus. HonorsConvocation is especially meaningful to me. Hearing Dr. Leland, the choir, celebrating accomplishments, and seeing all of you again from this spot in this concert hall. I love it. So thank you again for the invitation. Now, for those of you wondering, retirement is lovely. Yeah. With appreciation for the continued part-time work in institutional advancement. I'm especially enjoying time with my wife Jane, my children and grandchildren. Our 5-year-old granddaughter is, she reminds us of what's important in life. She's joyful, she's curious, she's full of life like you graduating seniors, I'm sure. Our 1-year-old grandson is just starting to walk. He's going through a grumpy stage. We think it's a stage. If it's not, there's some fear that he's going to turn out just like his grandpa. And his grandpa on his mother's side, I might add. But it's a blessing to be close to them and to be engaged and involved with them at this time in their lives. So after 40 years in Cali County, we're now in a community where we really remain unknown. And I've had a lot of time over the last few months to reflect on my life, my professional career, the choices I've made, if I would do anything differently if I had the chance. And most importantly, I have to acknowledge Jane. We just celebrated our 41st anniversary last Sunday. She stood by me every step of the way. There was a little glitch about a month and a half ago. It was a cold, rainy day in Baldwin City, and I was looking for something to do in retirement. So I thought it would be a good idea to arrange her spices in the pantry alphabetically. It didn't work out well for us, but again, she's stuck with me here. So in addition to, of course, Jane, Professionally, throughout my career, I've had mentors who have believed in me, who've helped me in times of success, who supported me in times of epic failure. And in fact, Miss Adrienne Wyatt's title should have been Vice President of Student Academic Success and Intensive Campbell Support Service Provider. She did remind me I only had 10 minutes today, so as I came into this. But others too. Those on the cabinet, my boss, President Liz, division chairs, faculty leaders. It takes so many people to be alongside you as you move through a career. Early on, attending a liberal arts college and earning an undergraduate degree, it changed my life. So many here today, probably, maybe some faculty and staff, are somewhat familiar with the struggles that I had early in life. After high school, searching for fit and place, figuring out where I was as a young man and how I might find fulfillment in a career. In those early days, I moved from one degree program to another. I ended up extending what should have been a 4-year experience into about 10 years. I don't recommend it. I suspect, though, it was a struggle for me, and I know as you look at close to ending this semester, getting close to graduation, you probably feel that struggle at times too, in the midst of rigorous studies, in being highly involved in the community life of Southwestern, as you do your best in performances and athletic endeavors, as you seek to serve others, as you develop your own faith. So today I want to invite you to consider not just what you do, but who you become through what you do. And through my own experiences, the old man has come to realize that work is not just what you get, it's really what you give. I recently had the opportunity to read an article by David Brooks called The New Old Age, and he talks about how a lot of people spend their lives enmeshed in what sociologists call workism, the belief that work and career are the center of human meaning and identity. So then, upon retirement, it doesn't bring relief, but it brings kind of a crisis of self because identity is so tightly bound to professional accomplishments. So students, I know you're thinking, why are you talking to me about issues related to retirement? I know you're not thinking about retirement. It's worth, though, considering, even for those of you who are just entering a new academic program, or for those of you making vocational decisions, it's interesting for you to think about, especially those who are graduating this May and stepping out into new careers, and even for some of you in the middle of a career. It's really important. But a job is not merely a paycheck or a way to pay the bills. It's a means of connection and service and growth, and it's a way of entering into relationships with colleagues and clients and patients, students, customers. And for me, the most meaningful work came from a place of shared purpose, the kind of work that revealed my strengths but also my blind spots. It stretched my competence, my patience. But if you anchor your identity solely in status or achievement, one day you may find yourself asking who you are without them. But if you think of work as a contribution, what you give rather than what you accumulate, you build a sturdier foundation for personal meaning. And the second thing that I've learned is being an outsider is important to becoming a deeper self. So some of the most profound human experiences come not when we are entrenched in familiar comfort, but when we step outside of our usual circles, when we learn to see with new eyes and hear with new ears, when we walk gently among those who are different from us. I've read recently from a couple of articles that growth often happens when we step beyond our familiar circles, when we enter rooms where we don't quite fit. We're forced to listen more carefully, we notice more, and we learn more. And yes, it's uncomfortable. It can expose our insecurities. But vocation and meaning often unfold not in what feels familiar and safe, but really what expands our hearts and our minds. When you take a job in a new city or join a team where you're the youngest person in the room, or you come to a new college with which you are not familiar, you enter a community unlike your own. You are being formed. You're learning to see the world through multiple lenses. And many of the richest experiences in my own work and life did not come from a place of comfort, but rather from respectful engagement with difference. Growth, personal and professional, it lives at the edges. The third thing I learned is that every job, no matter how humble, it shapes you. I recently read a book by Jesuit priest, Father James Martin, Work in Progress. It was published this year, and he tells a story that speaks directly to this point. Before he became a priest, he worked as a busboy. He worked as a dishwasher, a golf caddy, an usher, a factory worker, a bank teller, several other jobs. In each of those humble occupations, he felt awkward, he felt unprepared, he felt discomfort. At times he felt invisible, yet each job taught him something about himself, about dignity, about compassion and community. Even humiliations, the mistakes, the mundane tasks taught him lessons that would later shape his priestly vocation. We know the world measures status, or measures work by status, by visibility, by compensation, by how much money you make. Character, it's built in quieter ways. God is at work in the ordinary, even in the work that does not come with status or applause or prestige. No experience, no honest work is wasted. Now, we're seldom called to those spectacular moments, those three-point buzzer beater winning shot moments. We're most often called to faithfulness in the ordinary. Some are called to ordained ministry, some to marriage, some to civic leadership in small rural communities, some to classroom teaching. And many forms of work that appear ordinary have the potential to shape extraordinary souls in transformative ways, and I've seen it time and time again as an educator. So in closing, I would challenge you to listen more than you speak. In every field, those who advance wisely are those who observe, ask questions, and learn from the experts, but also from people whose experiences differ from your own. The other thing, loosen your grip on rigid plans. You're going to revise your path more than once. Careers unfold in chapters, not straight lines, so allow room for detours. In my life, they became defining moments, and it drew me more deeply into vocation, into my calling. And embrace productive discomfort. Growth is rarely smooth. If a new role stretches you, or a new class stretches you, that may be a sign you're exactly where you need to be. Discomfort, when faced with integrity, it becomes strength. Your future is not a single decision, but a lifelong process of becoming. And you'll change, and you're going to evolve, and you're going to surprise yourself. Your work, whether visible or quiet, celebrated or ordinary, will shape you, and in shaping you, it will shape the people and communities you touch. So today, may you choose courage over comfort. May you value contribution over applause. And may you build a life defined not simply by what you achieve, but what you give. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this moment at Southwestern College. Best of luck as you finish out this semester and this year and in all that is before you. Thanks.
I'm Dr. Patrick Ross, Chair of Southwestern College's Honors Scholar Program. The Honors Scholar Program accepts about a dozen students each year to take specially designed honors courses in addition to their other curricular responsibilities. Honors Scholars need to maintain a GPA of 3.5 and receive a B- or better in their honors coursework. The two students that we are celebrating this afternoon have attained the designation of Senior Honors Scholar, having completed 3 honors courses, including a Senior Honors Thesis. The first Senior Honors Scholar is Ella Wishman. Ella completed an honors thesis in conjunction with the leadership team. Ella's project focused on wellness issues in female athletes related to nutrition and menstrual health. Her work included educational events for student athletes and coaches, including a Pack Your Fuel kit for the whole school. Come on. Our second Senior Honors Scholar is Emma Willisdom. Emma completed her honors thesis through a research project as part of her psychology degree. The topic of Emma's research was how increased knowledge and awareness of psychiatric and substance abuse disorders could impact the attitudes and decisions of jurors regarding potential rehabilitation for a given defendant. You're welcome.
Thank you, Pat. I'm Dr. Sarah Hallinan, the Vice President for Student Affairs. It is my privilege to announce this year's Master Builder Awards. For 90 years, 90, the Student Government Association, the faculty, and the student body at Southwestern has selected 6 seniors who have best demonstrated the spirit of Southwestern College. This is how it works. The Student Government Association nominates a list of seniors, which is then given to the faculty. Any senior who receives a vote from a faculty member is then included on a list for the entire student body to vote on. The top 6 students who receive votes from the student body are named a Master Builder for that year. I will call up this year's Master Builders one at a time to come to the stage to receive their certificates. Zach Hidalgo. Vanessa Mendoza Ramos. Avery Rydell. Mateus Verratti. Ella Weichman, get back up here. Serena Williams Clardy, please come to the stage. Next, I'd like to announce the winner of the Don Plez Leadership Award. A lot of you would know Dawn. She has impacted the lives of many students, including myself in my time at Southwestern, in her years of service, first as the Vice President for Student Affairs, as well in her current role as the Vice President for Special Projects and Planning. In her honor and of her commitment, passion, and love for Southwestern College, this award celebrates a student who has been a role model on campus, regardless of whether they held a formal leadership position. This student who is selected has shown personal growth, perseverance, and leadership through service. I'm proud to announce this year's winner, Callie Viagra. Students who have accepted awards on stage this afternoon, including Miss Kathy, please meet at the top of the 77 afterwards following the ceremony for some photos. Thank you.
Good afternoon again. As President Liz mentioned, it's important that we take time to share our gratitude. We could not do this alone. Each spring, the students of Southwestern College vote on who they think are most deserving of the Faculty and Staff Citation Awards. Although we deeply appreciate everyone who helps us and our school, the winners selected truly model what it means to be a part of the Builder family. Additionally, they have made a strong effort to connect to the students of Southwestern in a meaningful way. I'll begin with our faculty citation. I'll say, when you ask a student at Southwestern who their favorite professor is, if they've ever had a class with this individual, they are always in the running. Without further hesitation, please help me in congratulating our 2025-2026 outstanding faculty member, Robert Gallup. And now for our staff member. This is the first time that an individual in this particular type of role has received a staff citation, so I suppose this distinction really emphasizes their dedication and impact they've had on those they serve. Please help me in congratulating our 2025-2026 outstanding staff member, Abraham Rodriguez. Again, many thanks to all of our faculty, staff, and coaches for your care. Thank you for challenging us to be better and for caring for us. You make our experience here what it is. Thank you, and go Builders.
Hello again. As we close our honors convocation today, one of my most important jobs is to remind all of us that there are 23 days and about 22 hours between us and graduation. Woo! Yeah. Now it's usually tradition to say don't panic. As President Liz suggested, you should definitely try to enjoy these moments on campus. Make the most of these 23 days. If you're counting class days, that's 11. Just saying. Work hard, stay focused, spend time with one another, study, sleep, breathe, breathe again, study, do well in your finals. For those of you who are sitting there in your caps and gowns, hopefully you're excited to graduate. 23 days. I want to remind you that we at this college, the Builder family, are here to support you forever. This place will always feel like a home to you, and you will always have a family here in Winfield. There will always be a seat at the table for you. So let's do this. Start the clock. 23 days until we will be in this regalia again, handing out diplomas. But first, you have to get through finals. My sincerest congratulations to all of our students today, the graduates, the award winners, and everyone that has just made it through the year. Almost. Finals. Best wishes as you all finish strong. And now, before the benediction, Ms. MaKaylin Kuchar will come forward to lead us in the alma mater. Please go ahead and stand for the alma mater, and as a sign of respect, at the conclusion of the benediction, please remain standing at your seats until the stage party, faculty, and graduates have recessed out. Also, just a reminder, anyone who received award, Master Builder, Don Plez Award, Faculty Staff Citation, a degree, Miss Kathy, please gather at the top of the 77 around the pillars after the recessional to have your pictures taken. And again, thank you for being here today. You can find the words to the alma mater, if you don't have it memorized, on the first page of your program. And now I will hand it over.
Please join me in singing our alma mater. Far above the walnut valley, on a lofty height, stands our noble alma mater, bathed in golden light. Lift the chorus, speed it onward, over hill and dale. Hail to thee, beloved Southwestern alma mater, hail. Far above the stir and bustle of the busy town, reared against the arch of heaven, look she calmly down. Lift the chorus, speed it onward, over hill and dale. Hail to thee, beloved Southwestern alma mater, hail. To the heart she calls us daily, alma mater dear. Heights of knowledge, hope, and courage, free from doubt and fear. Lift the chorus, speed it onward, over hill and dale. Hail to thee, beloved Southwestern alma mater,
Builders, go from this place today as you enter the last 23 and 22 hours of the school year. Go in the knowledge that you have gained this year in the classroom, on the stage, on the court, and on the field. Go in the courage of the jinx by being unapologetically you in whatever room you walk into, no matter what people think. Go in the hope of Lux Esto, knowing that wherever you go and wherever there is a builder, there is a hopeful light. And go in the freedom of knowing that you are loved by God and by your entire builder family. Amen.